So, vital. Okay, okay. Alright, sounding good. Okay. Whew, my phone. There we go. Right. Welcome back, everybody. I know it's been a couple days, but I hope you all had a good weekend. I definitely had a pretty good weekend, not too bad. Hanging out with friends, recharging a little bit, taking some time off. Even though, looking at our levels, we got 5 levels to go to level 80. I got it up to 75. It took quite a few. I did like dungeons every day, kind of. Well, I wasn't grinding too hard, but I at least did like 3 to kind of like keep the levels going, which only got to level 75 because if you look at the previous stream, 74, it wasn't that far. It was like 3/4 of the way. So yeah, I'm hoping the story missions open up some more insta dungeons with duty support so we can get those done, but also have them on my thing. I would find other people, but it's very far and few between when people are on. There's a lot of people on tonight, though. I mean, there's 38 parties looking right now, but I was like, I didn't do it during the day. Let's do it at night, I guess. We do these night streams every now and then for basically making the VOD, or if there's people going to bed and they just want to hear someone playing a game. I don't know if I do anything for that, but I know I used to watch or listen to game stuff while sleeping, so it helped me go to sleep, having the noise, background white noise stuff kind of thing. So we're going to do that today. We're going to work on our main scenario while picking up blue story sides on this, every now and then. I did get Sky Pirates back up to the part where we were going into that cutscene because, I didn't expect that trial to be found within the time limit. I was like, holy crap, okay. So I had to skip that, but now, we can do this. So, we're going to pick it back up. As far as this week's gonna go, well, it's when it is. For right now, I'm not set on too much of a schedule. I know I said I was going to, but it does depend. I was expecting to play with a friend today, but he didn't get on all day, so I'm assuming he just was having a break today, so that was okay. I can do this. So this is, for when people watch the VOD, late night stream, Final Fantasy Part 22 Heavensward. Hoping to go into the post-Dragon Song. We're in the Dragon Song part of this, so we're in the second half of Heavensward. Hoping to go into the third part eventually. When I looked at the cutscene and quest log, it was pretty close. I mean, it was a full page, so I'm assuming there's not too much more, but we'll see. So here we are. And I got a new site. Yay! It's nice. Alright, let's do it. Alright, Lucia. Sigh, Master Alpino, my honored friends. As if winning Resfogar to our cause were not enough, you took it upon yourselves to rid us of his brood brother. I now know not how to thank you. Sorry if I'm having trouble reading today. I haven't read all day, almost today, so it's like, huh? I'm seeing words for the first time today. My own contribution was hardly noteworthy. The true survivors, or saviors of the day, were Sai and Stinian. One triumphed over Nidhogg's shade through strength of arms, and the other through strength of will. And speaking of Stinian, what news of his recovery? The Azure Dragoon was conveyed to the infirmary, where he now resides under the care of our hospitaller captain. I don't know if I said that right. Probably wrong, but whatever. I am told he has yet to regain consciousness. English is hard sometimes. That's okay. But as you know, Estinian's mind and body were held hostage for many days. We must be patient and allow the process of healing to begin. Excuse me. In the meantime, you would do well to rest and recover from your own ordeals. But surely, Sir Aramik is never long from Estinian's bedside. and will send word the moment there are any developments. Now, if I have satisfied your concerns, I believe Lord Edmonds and his sons are most eager to celebrate your return. Someone's cheering back there. Very well, First Commander. Come, Sai. It would seem that we are awaited at Fort Thompson Manor. Yeah, as your dragon check. A lot of people. You see, a lot of people on tonight, which is very strange. So, it's literally Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A lot of people are on, especially late into the night. Letter Red Mage. I guess a quick recap if people haven't, well, after this cutscene, I guess. I'll give a brief one. Oh, they're all dressed up.
The heroes of the hour return.
Yay, they speak for me. I love them.
We but did our duty, my lord. It was the memories of fallen friends and not our heroism which saw us through at the last.
I gave every ounce of my strength, but mine efforts would have counted for naught had the Warrior of Light not arrived to challenge the Great Worm. As a sworn knight of Ishgard, I had hoped to do more for my city.
Well, we cannot all be heroes, dear brother. Let us put away our pride for a moment and revel in the valiant deeds of our comrade. For your sterling service to Ishgard, we salute you.
And he's grown up. Quite a bit.
And while we're on the subject of valiant deeds, I believe I myself have earned some small measure of recognition. Under my watchful command, the ballistas of the Outer Ward struck down a veritable swarm of Dravanian invaders.
My lord's command was certainly watchful. He bravely watched as the siege crews took aim, and continued to watch as countless wyverns met their end. Indeed, the ward's defenders proved so well drilled that my lord had little occasion to stop watching.
What can you do?
There will be time enough to determine who is most deserving of recognition later. Our friends are doubtless weary from their exertions.
You are correct. I stated that earlier. It is a late night stream. I was going to do it during the day, but I was like, I'll do it later. Well, I was actually grinding earlier, so this is when I was like, I might as well. I want to keep going with the story. I want to unlock more stuff. I want to see more. I'm very hooked on the story. So, yes, late night stream. VOD for people to watch later. So, but I guess real quick as a recap for last stream was that the last stream we basically convinced Heavensward to attack the Shade of Nidhogg and free Estinian. We freed Estinian with the help of our fallen friends, which I cried a bit at in the stream. I was like, shit! You know, because Yazel and Horshafont came and helped, which was amazing to see. And Nidhogg is now released to the ether. So, he is gone. Finally resting. And Heavensward gave us his eye, but I don't know. We didn't give it back. He didn't take it back. So, I don't know if we keep it forever or what's going on with the deal of that. But that was the last part of the stream last time. So, we're continuing that now.
I had Chambers prepared an expectation of your return. You are welcome to retire at your leisure.
Hope you had a nice and relaxing day today, Shark.
I am most grateful for your hospitality, my lord, but I believe I shall pay a visit to the Temple Knight's Infirmary. Pray excuse me.
Our master Alfino has grown. The plight of his stricken brother-in-arms pains him more than his own hurts.
I was gonna say that. He's, ever since, we found out what happened with Minfilia, he's been changing a little bit. I mean, the whole part of Ishgard was changing. Made the mistake of taking a huge nap earlier. Woke up, saw it was 7, and wait, 7 p.m. or 7 a.m.? It's 7 p.m., sir. Ah, so you're going to be either up for a little bit, or you're going to try to force yourself. Well, I mean, you're probably laying down in bed, but good luck going to sleep. I wonder I didn't see you on today. I was like, I haven't seen Shark on all day today. That's kind of strange. But, I mean, obviously it was a relaxing day. It just sucks you took a huge nap, so now you're probably a little fucked for a sleep schedule.
In which respect he has come to resemble you, Warrior of Light. Go then, visit the Azure Dragoon, and grant him what comfort you may.
I love House Four Tomps. I actually have the title. I actually equipped the title this time. I now have the title of the Fortomp Knight House. Yeah, Alpino is certainly growing, that's for sure. Man, I figured I'd game a ton the last couple days, so took a day off. We'll definitely be streaming some Star Wars tomorrow, though. I mean, yeah, tomorrow is technically Star Wars Tuesday. As we have now dubbed it. I don't have to do Star Wars till the 27th, so, I mean, not too bad. And, I don't know if you were thinking about it, but the Beast Reincarnation game I have not looked at. It came out 7? I haven't looked at what the early reviews are. I don't know, I might keep myself from getting spoiled, so I won't look at anything about it. Probably keep it that way for a while. Sai, my friend, what can I do for the savior of Ishgard? You seek Master Alpino? Ah, he came to relieve me of my vigil a short while ago. When he begged to sit at Stinian's side, I could not well refuse it. Though he would sooner faint than admit it, the boy must be exhausted by Rosvagar's trial and all that followed. Stinian is blessed to have such devoted comrades. That said companions. What was this? Ah, wind up bear, McToy. Did I get a ESL one? I hope I got a ESL one. If not, I'm gonna find one, for sure. I got a horse reply, I know that one. Dragon Song Orchestra. Huh. Ooh, maybe this is the end of the Dragon Song, and then we go into post-Dragon Song, going into Stormblood. Oh, ho, ho. My own friendship with Estinian began some 10 years past, shortly after we joined the Temple Knights. I learned his name soon enough, but Estinian barely registered my existence. I was less a fellow recruit and more a shadow which occasionally darkened his path. And so I might have remained had fate not seen fit to intervene. While out on patrol, our company was set upon by a dragon, and we were the only two to survive. The experience forged a bond between us, as such life-threatening situations are wont to do. Despite our friendship, he remained an intense and solitary youth, wholly obsessed with claiming vengeance against Nidhogg. Revenge was ever at the forefront of his mind, revenge for the death of his parents, and revenge for his younger brother. I would venture that in Alpino he sees something of his lost sibling. Aww. And in the ungentle chidings of Estinian, Alpino has found the elder brother he'd never had. What's getting sad? Truth be told, Estinian's tactless observations have saved me from disaster more than once, and I can well understand Alpino's affection for him. He is a friend for whom I would gladly... Lord Commander, your presence is required in the infirmary! He's probably trying to walk out. Is he? Tell them I am on my way. Is Estinian trying to get up or something? Quickly, Sai, we must go to him. I thought we were already going. Upon proceeding to the infirmary, several cutscenes will play in sequence. Yeah, this is it. So this is the end of apparently currently mixed. Well, that's to be expected. That's why me and Brasson told you to wait a couple days. But, alright. We're coming to the end of Dragon Song, so we're going into post-Dragon Song, which goes into Stormblood, if I remember how it looked on the journal in the inn room is. So, several cutscenes are going to play, so this is going to be interesting. And it's recommended that you set aside significant time. Hey, look at that, we've got significant time. Proceed to Infirmary, this is the point of no return. So you were right on giving it more time after release before getting it. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I did say that. I didn't see that if you typed it that time, but yeah. Yeah. Alpino? He's not dead, is he? Well, he can't, he's not, I know he doesn't, he's not dead.
Estinian!
He's awake.
Cease your mewling, boy. It grates my ears.
Forgive me. When I saw you awaken, I could not... It was such a relief. We feared you might never wake up.
Now, Estinian. If Master Alphino thought any less of you, you would still be Nidhogg's plaything. Or dead. Aye, 'twas but a jest. I thank you, Alphino. And you too, Warrior of Light. Quite how you managed to persuade Hraesvogr to aid in his brood brother's downfall I cannot imagine. But full glad am I that you did. Yet again, you have achieved the impossible.
Here we go with that music again.
I, for my part, owe you an apology. When last we met, I did willingly loose an arrow at your heart. Can you forgive me? There is naught to forgive, Hameric. You but acted in defense of Ishgard as is your duty. Were you any less single-minded about it, I would not follow you into battle, nor trust you at my back. Besides, I had come to the selfsame conclusion, that I would have to perish for Nidhogg to be stopped. So let us dispense with the hand-wringing. I have heard enough mewling for one day.
I swear his
Oh!
voice has changed a little bit. Probably due to them not being angry anymore.
The tendrils of Nidhogg's foul presence bound up every fiber of my being, usurping my senses, but I yet retained some trace of awareness.
Really?
The worm's mind was as a vast and tumultuous sea. Endlessly its black waters churned, his grief and despair at Ratatoska's murder never calming, never receding. Driven by this surging current came wave upon wave of unrelenting rancor. It was the very image of my own heart. There I saw the dark reflection of the hatred I felt after Nidhogg slew my family, when no path remained save vengeance against dragonkind.
The music's very subtle.
Neither one of us had a choice. But I was blessed with something Nidhogg was not. Comrades and teachers to console and admonish me. Had I not had them to gainsay my obsession, it would surely have consumed me as Nidhogg's did him, and we would have been in all respects alike. Though his shade is banished, his spirit scattered upon the sea of clouds, I feel no joy at his passing. Where once I craved vengeance, I now crave rest.
I'm meaning to give fair warning to people before. If you're gonna be watching these, you might want to wear headphones so you can hear everything.
Lord Commander, my hunt is at an end. I would lay down the mantle of Azure Dragoon.
I mean,
My friend,
that's fair, right?
He has tired himself with too many words.
I mean, his lifelong dream or goal, vengeance, is done.
I doubt not that he will make a full recovery, but he must be allowed some few days of quiet.
I agree. He deserves it. He's earned it.
I too must see my path to its end. Sleep well, my friend.
Damn. That was a good sequence. Ooh, what's happening now?
Following the battle with Nidhogg on the steps of faith, Sir Emeric called an assembly that he might make his final proclamation as acting head of state.
Ah, yeah, because they gotta choose a new leader.
'Twas there, with one decree, that the 1,000-year rule of the archbishops was ended, paving the way for a new republic.
I see. Smart.
The governance of Ishgard would now be placed in the hands of high and lowborn alike, their ranks represented by the newly founded House of Lords and House of Commons.
Haha. Democracy.
Church was separated from state. The foundation for change had been carefully laid, and the reforms proposed by Ishgard's new government passed into law without incident.
Well, yeah.
His duty done, Emeric de Burrell gladly stepped down from the Archbishop's dais, only to be raised unto the highest seat in the House of Lords.
It's probably good these days, you know, kind of helps.
Though he strove at first to refuse this
You
honor,
gotta do it, man.
the unexpectedly strident voice of the Count de Durandare left him little choice but to accept.
You gotta accept, man.
And so it was that the winds of gentle revolution came to stir.
What you mean by that? Yay!
Prominent among the many honored guests at Sir Emeric's investiture were the ambassadors of Dragonkind, a fitting symbol of Ishgard's newfound peace.
Yeah! Woo!
The people looked on in awe as he soared through the heavens on dragonback. And by their cheers did they hail him an azure dragoon for a new age.
Nice. Oh, there's a Justinian. Who are those for? Well, I can guess. I'd rather have confirmation for it, though. Ray Solgar. Oh, he got his eye back. Oh, hey, there I am with Mitsar Goma. Or Mitsar Gomer. Oh,
Thus were the notes of the dragon song rewritten, the din of war giving way to a rising litany of peace and hope.
Mitsar Gomer. Yeah. Make sure I get his name right, but... Was I escorting him home? So he can rest? Heavensward. Gonna move my mouse because it's a long sequence. He was narrating the whole thing while writing it all down. I love that he was the narrator for this expansion. He recorded everything. Have I said how much I love this guy? Oh! That's the title! It says Heavensward, surely. That's the logo for this expansion. He can finally rest. Start of the stream, I end the expansion. That's fitting. Ah, did Justinian not tell anybody he was leaving? He said he was leaving that mantle behind. He did. He left the helmet. Oh. Oh god. What is that quest? I'm just gonna click it. Do it for Gilly. Okay, I will click this. Ah, Sai, I was looking for you, or rather your friend Wedge was. Left a most puzzling message. He did with instructions to convey it to you verbatim. He requests your presence at the Etherochemical Research Facility in Azazla for a project of the utmost secrecy. Sounds like nonsense to my ears, but he assured me you would grasp his intent. Well, that is the message. Now I've delivered it. Okay, well, I know what that's for now. It's just to get Gilly, I'm sure. Okay. But yeah, incredible, right? Damn! Oh! I loved that. That's so good. I don't know what's going to happen next, but I'm excited. But I really want to know... I'm assuming Astidian was taking those flowers to Yssel's for her. Because, I mean, they fought, but, you know, I think they respected each other greatly. And he didn't have time to grieve on his own, because we all watched her go. I mean, she gave her life for us to get to Azazla, so... I wish her and Horshafont could be here to see all this, but damn. I will make it a practice to visit Horshafont, or maybe start from there on most times. Because we got to remember the Fallen. The Fallen helped us get here, so gotta honor them. Now I gotta keep track of that, which I easily am doing. Alright, Aramek, what we got? I was gazing out at the sea of clouds, in an all too rare moment of idleness, when I chanced to behold a certain hero wending her way towards the city on Dragonback. Oh, it's when I got back. Welcome home, Sai. Nay, 'twas no great matter that moved me to greet you in person. Between you and me, I merely sought respite from the pressures of office. No sooner do I surrender my role as temporary head of state than I am burdened with a position of more permanent responsibility. I fancy that it echoes in some small measure the way you must feel when your improbable feats of heroism are rewarded with still more impossible challenges. Not wrong. The myth which guided our society for generations lies in tatters. Am I, then, to be scorned for building upon the system of nobility that I once sought to tear down? And what strange jest is this that places me at its pinnacle? An archbishop's bastard at the head of the House of Lords. I don't know how to answer that. But these questions are for me to answer. I mean, that's correct. It is not in man's nature to change overnight. That's true. Thus, this I learned through painful experience. And it was this hard lesson which convinced me to take the path which we now follow. Even as we rebuild the bridge between man and dragon, so must we reimage Ishgard. Reimagine is reimagine Ishgard, one carefully placed stone at a time. We must remember that it is not for us that we lay this groundwork, but for the men and women that our children will become. May their towers rise proudly from the fundaments of our legacy. Ooh, I am sorry I'm choking on these words. I'm trying to keep it impactful here. I'm trying, really. I hear word from Captain Whitecap that Estinian has vanished from his sick room. His willfulness survives undiminished. Should you ever happen upon our unmannerly friend on your travels, pray assure him that I shall keep Ishgard safe until he deigns to come home. Okay. Thank you, Sai. And please, convey my warmest regards to Master Alpina. I guess he didn't tell anybody where he was going. I can assume where he might be going. I know what he's going for, I just don't know where. Where would you go? I'm quite sad we didn't, well, maybe the grave for Horsefont is also for Yazel as well. It was put after all of that. People are starting to get off. We're at 24. When I was on, it was like 50 people looking for groups. Yes, I would like to go inside, please. Aha! Oh. It's gonna happen here. You spoke with Sir Ermic. I do not envy him his new position. Ishgard has chosen a new road, but one littered with the detritus of 1,000 years of broken faith. Detritus? Yet, though her people may stumble from time to time, I know of none better than Sir Ermic to lead the march of progress. As for us, there remains the small matter of ushering in a new dawn in the shadow of inscrutable Asian machinations, and a seemingly endless procession of primals. We too must walk our chosen path, no matter how treacherous the footing. You right. In the wake of Ishgard's governmental reform, new airship routes have been sanctioned. You may now travel to a selection of distant locales from the landing in Ishgard. Is he going to tell me all those? No. Okay, what's happening? The Paladin of Darkness. What's he doing? Link Pearl. What are you looking at? Down in the valley? Oh, Nidhogg's eyes. They were thrown down there. you gonna go down there and find them? Shit, boy, I'll just kick Nickog's ass again. Twelveswood? There's the warrior and Elidibus. Thank you, Lanhers? Nay, you need not remain there. We shall rendezvous at the usual place. All is according as expected then. All is proceeding as expected then. Aye, there is naught to concern us, aside from one overly curious mouse. Uh-oh. She's in trouble. Thinkred? This way. That was very loud sounding. Yeah, it was Alizé. I'm not. We have Alphonse with us. Him again. It is of no moment. They will play their part, and we will play ours. I wonder when I'm going to fight these warriors of darkness. Well, he's the warrior, not the other ones. And thus did grey mists give way to azure skies. Men and dragon rise above, voices join in song. From beneath shrouded boughs, beyond the scope of light, shadow stirs. I'm reading fast because I don't know how long I'll be there. A new chapter of New Game Plus. Yep, that's right. We are now in the post-Song War. Because, well, first I'm gonna... Is that? That's for the, that's for glamours and stuff. There's no way you wear those. Because, yeah, if you go to Duty, New Game Plus, yep, there's part 3. Alright. Promises kept. Oh, he's got a new outfit, and I can pick food or the coin. I will pick the piece of silver. Okay. I'm wondering how much time does pass, but, you know, again, we just take our guesses. Mr. Kusakari, you are to come at a most excellent time. Man, I can't speak for you, dude. An invitation from a truly prominent personage was delivered to the manor but a short while ago. Would that you had been present to receive it, but in any event, Sir Aramis de Boreal, Lord Speaker of the House of Lords, Lord Commander of the Temple Knights, and Viscount of House Boreal, cordially invites Mistress Kusakari to dine with him at his estate. You had to say all those titles? You seem surprised. The messenger assured me that his lord had broached the subject with you at an earlier date, when the arrangements for the peace conference were still being finalized. I do remember him saying he took me out for a drink. I do remember that. And no, it is not a date. Our heart belongs to another. Of course, the intervening moons afforded little opportunity for leisure, but with the happy advent of peace, 'tis plain the Lord Commander sees no further cause to delay. What say you? I will go. I should be glad to accept. Indeed, who would not? You will forgive me if I seem envious. I shall send word of your acceptance to Boreal Manor at once. When you are ready, pray report to the Astrologicum. They will have someone escort you the rest of the way. I've actually never been to his manor, so I need to get Astrologian up to it. I have a lot to do. You know, I have a lot of classes to do, but like, here's a little rundown of our classes right now. Tanks are pretty steady, highest is 60, lowest is 41 at Warrior. Melee DPS, obviously Reaper is at 75, it's the highest. Pugliest or Pugilist is the lowest, however you want to say it. Honestly, it should be just up to you. Healer, Scholar doesn't count. I have to get Arcanist up there first. Conjurer is the lowest, 15, Sage at 70. I have been playing a little bit of Sage on my off time. It went okay. I don't know how. I don't know if I'm doing that great, but I feel like it's pretty okay. I don't know if I'll play healer anytime soon, but I'm getting the confidence. Physical DPS, obviously our machinist is level 70. It's doing the best right now. I love that class. Dancer, or Bard's lowest, 51. Need to work on it a little bit. Magical range DPS, Red Mage at 51, because I played a little bit on my off time with it as well. Lowest is Arcanist. We're working on it. Blue Mage is also, yeah. When we get Viper and Pictomancer, I'll be wanting to do a lot more grinding for all these classes that are low. But for now, that's where we're at. So, okay, let's continue on. There's quests in there. Okay, I just want to go ahead and see them. I just want to see what the rewards are. The paths we walk. Sure. Let's see. It was bitterly cold when you first came to our city, when I stood waiting for you before the Ark of the Worthy. To think that this was where it all began. How much has changed since that day? I'm wondering how many days it's been since that day. Forgive me. Of late, I have been studying the works of a Bela Dian, poet king, who wrote to ye who ask of things to come, give thought to what is past and gone. I didn't mean for that to go like that, but hey, awesome. So rarely have we the luxury to reflect on the choices we made. Oh, how they have shaped our lives and the lives of others. Even I, a mere steward, whose deeds would not merit a footnote in the annals of history, can see the value in this. I say this to you, Mistress Kusakari, because as you move, so too does the world. Pray spare a moment to contemplate your journey while you can. The road stretched on, obscured by an endless veil of snow. Somewhere in the white beyond stood the great iron gates, and on the other side, a humble manservant who awaited the coming of 3 travelers. Huh. I can do this while doing that. I'm curious where this is gonna go. A warm welcome to you, Mistress Kusakari. To what do I owe the pleasure? Well, I was told to come here. Retracing your steps from those first days in Ishgard, I see. Well, no one could begrudge you in indulging in a little nostalgia. I'm reminded how much I owe to you and yours. Least you forget, foreign merchants were subject to a frankly unreasonable level of scrutiny until you, relatively, recently. Well, until relatively recently. Not so now, however. Now goods from every corner of Eorzea flow into our markets, and that, my friend, is change we can all appreciate. Merchants of all nations speak a common tongue, and its words are coined. Needless to say, there is a little profit to be had in prejudice, especially against those who have received the patronage of a count. Thus, when the wards of House Hortense arrived, she was glad to make their acquaintance. I am reading from the book. I might as well just finish here. Flag usually means a party leader from a river, right? Yo, buddy! What'll it be then? Ale? Mulled wine? No, don't tell me. Tea? Be correct. Oh ho! So it's to be memories then, is it? Now there's a bitter drought that'll leave you wanting. Assuming you can remember your own name, that is. Take your friend Tataru, one moment. She's just another girl waiting on customers, clearing tables and so forth. And the next she's got a dozen admirers asking after her every bloody night. And I'll be damned if I can remember how it happened. I feel you there. But she's so adorable. Singing those stupid songs, dancing those daft dances, though to be honest, I think it was her stories that really won him over. Stories of a certain hero's grand adventures across the Eorzea, told with a flair that put a minstrel to shame. Who doesn't love a good hero's tale, am I right? Hells, we've even got one about the man who built this tavern. Was one of the founding fathers of Ishgard, or so it goes. I remember that, because the guy said he would rather be serving ale, serving swords. So he left. Now, as the Inchardian told it, besides Heldrith, the only knights who survived the battle with Nidhogg were the founders of the High Houses. Of course, these days, we all know better than to put too much stock in the words of church, eh? But there's more to our tale than just words. There's a sword, too. One which has been passed down from proprietor to proprietor since before anyone can remember. She's a rusty old bugger, but if you look closely at her handle, you can just about make out an inscription. Brothers brave and true, live well, forgotten and content. A man who forsook wealth and fame and chose the life of a humble tavern keeper. It's just a tale, of course, albeit a good one. As for the truth, who can say, friend? Who can say? I can. I've seen it. I can say that. He knew everyone's story, though he would never share his own. An optimist, he wanted to believe in the best in people. Sometimes that faith would be rewarded, other times betrayed. But he would listen, regardless, and he would hope. Damn, I'm going down the path of retracing for sure, because it now wants me to go to Cloud Top. Well, we're gonna do the main story first. Although technically I could do Cloud Top. Sure, why not? We'll do Cloud Top real quick. Ho ho! Cloud Top. Yes. Man, you can go anywhere now. Ho-ho! Even the gold saucer, which I'm not gonna do. Mana cutter, please. Flying. And I remember coming here and I was low level for this place. Mistress Kusakari, I was but this moment of thinking of you. I had hoped to speak with you at Sir Aramic's investor, but circumstances conspired to prevent me from attending. Mayhap you will allow me to say now that what I could not say then. On behalf of House Helenar and all of Ishgard, I offer unto you my deepest and most humble thanks. You risked your life to stand against our sworn enemy, and freed us from the millennium of torment. Though we can never hope to repay you, we will ever remember you and your deeds, that our children and their children's children might know the woman to whom they owe their lives. That's so nice. I can see that the grand investiture would have been a more fitting occasion for such words, but I could not risk them being left unspoken. What brings you this way? As you can see, Camp Cloudtop remains much the same as it did during the war, though we need no longer watch the skies for Giovannian outflyers, and the Vanu Vanu have proven themselves similarly worthy of our attention. Oh god, he's here. It's the Lord Blast from the past. I say, old girl, you have the most uncanny ability to appear whenever I least expect you. But enough about that. On our way? Ah yes, my lord. Ahem. Lady Elenita, I am pleased to report that we succeeded in infiltrating Vondu territory, and there observed the beastmen harvesting crystals at several different sites. Based on the volume of crystals required during our period of surveillance, I have prepared an estimate of how much time I believe it will take the Vondu to gather significant crystals for another summoning. I have also taken the liberty of drafting several proposals outlining how the Rose Knights might prevent such an eventuality, such as raiding these sites and securing their stores, as well as detailed assessment of the risks involved should you choose to proceed. By the Fury, I gathered you were clever, but I was not aware that you were capable of this. With respect, you are wasted on your master. Hard-working, full of potential. I think there's a place for you here, with the Rose Knights, if you would have it. That you would even consider taking me into your service is a tremendous honor, my lady. And were I free to do so, I should gladly accept. But I am pledged to another, as you well know. Regrettable, but understandable. I take comfort in the fact that a youth of your talent and character will never want for opportunities. Uh-oh. Pledged to another? You rascal. I thought I saw you whispering in Snade's ear the other day. You certainly wasted no time wooing our newest maid. There'll be no secrets between us. You must tell me everything. Where have you been sneaking off to together? What adventures you've been having? Every little detail. Don't you dare leave anything out. Oh, I love those two. They're great. I am sure he will not. In any event, you have jointly exceeded my expectations. I grant you leave to return to the city. Should the need arise, I shall call upon you again. Thank you, my lady. I believe we shall do as you suggest. Until we meet again, Mistress Kusakari. Not so fast. The next airship isn't due for another hour. We have so much to talk about. On a right. On a right. I don't know what to do. For all the ladies sustained, it was an odd, old, familiar dance. To her, Lord Amelian would always be the boy fumbling for a compliment. And perhaps there was comfort in that, a memory of home on the bleak frontier. Visit on Falcon's Nest? I will just teleport there. I won't run over there. The money from the side quest will surely pay for the trip. Surely I'm not like taking a walk down everything I've done. That'd be kind of crazy. But well, he was the first quest line I did after when we got to Ishgard. 1,000 pardons, Mistress Kasakari. Had I known you were planning to pay us a visit, I would have seen that you received a proper reception. A feast, perhaps, or at least a formal welcome with a man in full dress. I love that sigil, man. Yeah, more than earned it. One need only look to the pilgrims who come in their droves to pray before the relief to see the truth of that. Some abide in silence, while others shed tears, not for sorrow, you understand, but for joy. Joy at being released from Nidhogg's torment. Autoriel. Sir Redwold, the shipment has been unloaded. The quartermaster confirms that all supplies are accounted for. Mrs. Kusakari, are you here on official business? Nope, just walking around. A journey to remember and reflect. Aye, much has changed since first we came here together, since I abandoned you to follow the heretic's trail alone. Come, my lord, mayhap you recall the survivor whom you carried back to Falcon's Nest that day. Well, his wife recently gave birth to their first child. Is that so? Well, well, mayhap I should pay him a visit. Though you would doubtless be honored, my lord, you need not put yourself in such trouble. Your responsibilities as Count surely leave little enough time as it is. Take none on that. I am still me, and you are still you. Whatever our respective titles, I would speak to you as a friend. This preoccupation with position and power has sworn no end of discord between our two houses, to the great detriment of our nation. 'Tis especially galling when one considers that much of what we have achieved was by virtue of our blood and not our character. So call me Count if you must, but know that I take no pride in it. Mayhap one day, when I have earned it, I will, but not today. Well, yeah, he only got it because his dad stepped down because he had to... People were slandering the House of Four Tongs. He's grown as well. Still himself, is he? I mean, maybe. An honorable man, mindful of tradition, he was loath to accept the assistance of a foreigner in exile. But when forced to confront bitter truths, he looked within and found himself wanting. Pride be damned then if it led one astray. he would set aside his prejudices and join hands with this gifted outcast for the greater good of Ishgard. We are reading from a book. This is a book. Huh? Ah. I see. Well, this will be good. Woo! Won't even take a minute. Boom, we're here. Didn't even take a minute. This is where we fought. 2 foreign heretics against 2 knights of the Heavensward. Under the watchful gaze of the Fury, they would fight, and the winner's claims would be proven true. It was the opening gambit of a greater game whose stakes would have remained unknown for some time. Well, if he wasn't dead, we'd be there to say that. My hair is clipping through my scythe, I see that. You are Mistress Kusakari, if I'm not mistaken. We have met, though I am sure you do not remember. It would seem a lifetime ago, when you answered the Archbishop's summons. I often come here to reflect upon all that has come to pass, and when I saw you gazing at the Holy Vault, I thought perhaps that you had too. I have come to reminisce. You turned our world upside down. Everything we held dear, for change, for the truth. They say it had to be done, that His Grace sought godhood. If so, then perhaps it was the Fury's will that you prevailed, or that you prevail. But to say it, to believe it, I know that no man is without sin, but he was pious and humble, wholly devoted to the church and to his people. I knew him, miss, and he was a good man. Whatever else he may have been, I will remember him as a good man. As you should. That's how you should remember them. To walk the righteous path, to live for the sake of others, to rise to the highest station, yet remain powerless to bring an end to your people's suffering. What price salvation, then? What sacrifice beyond reason? For uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. You should remember him, for who he was as a good man versus what he became. Okay, we're gonna continue the main story because I'm now going to Laminsa, so let's take a break from the walk down memory lane. It's literally a recap of everything we've done. Greetings and well met. I have the honor and the privilege to serve as head steward of House Boreal. Though admittedly our staff is somewhat smaller than those of other noble families, being countable on one hand. Ahem, my lord will be overjoyed to hear that you have accepted his invitation. As you will soon see, we have spared no expense. I dare say a woman of action such as yourself enjoys nary a moment of respite. Aye, the battlefield beckons even now, I am sure, but this day we bid you lay down your burdens and raise a glass to peace and prosperity. I have a feeling it won't last. Something will definitely happen. Jesus, 3 cups? How much drink am I having? It's a big piece of steak. I'm a great conversationalist.
To think the Moogles would prove such harsh taskmasters. Forgive me. I did not know you had suffered so in your quest for the horn.
Hell yeah, we did. It was chores on chores action on stuff. Too much. Wondering how my tail was going to be when I sat down. Just curls.
I must say, your spirited accounts always come as a welcome change from the arid reports which fill my days.
Doom and gloom, I'm sure. More drink. No more, please. I've had 3 cups. You probably need a break.
Though I have lived in these lands my entire life, to hear you speak of them, there is much and more I have yet to see. Truly, yours was a marvelous journey.
I'll say it was quite the fucking hike up the mountain. We'll go with that one. Yeah, he wishes.
Well, truth be told, when I think back on the sweeping vistas of the churning mists, I do feel some slight pangs of wanderlust.
What?
Alas, much as I would like to accept your invitation, I fear my present duties with the House of Lords demand my undivided attention. Someday, perhaps.
It might be someday. I don't know. I don't know what happens. It's all still new to me, so. Now we're getting tea. Oh.
By your deeds, you have helped us to lay the foundation for lasting reform. The formation of the Republic is but the beginning. For it is not only our system of governance which must needs change. We, the people, must learn to let go of our hatreds and rise above our bloody past. I only pray that I live long enough to see us achieve some measure of success, that I might know the lost did not die in vain.
That would be nice.
I can still see you there on the steps of faith, striding fearlessly towards the worm. If you could do that, who are we to balk at the challenges ahead?
I mean, that's true, right?
The question of how best to strengthen ties with the other great nations of Eorzea has been debated at length in the Lords and Commons of late. As you may imagine, maintaining stability during this period of historic upheaval is our paramount concern. Nevertheless, we are greatly indebted to the Alliance for their support during the Grand Melee, and it would be remiss of us not to repay their faith in kind. Of course, we owe you the greatest debt of all, and it is my hope that in extending our support to you and the Scions, we might also express our gratitude to our neighbors, nay, our fellow Eorzeans, whom we pray you will continue to protect.
I'll try.
The Lords and Commons agree on very little, but not a soul in either house begrudges your order this offer of patronage. For all you have done and will do, we thank you.
No problem. Do I need to lighten my hair? No, it's pretty good, actually. To the future of Eorzea. Right? Swear to God.
May I ask a personal question?
Great.
Now that the dust has settled, what will you do? Not as a scion, I mean, but what do you want for yourself?
Nobody has ever asked that question, I don't think, to the character. Like, what do you want? It pauses her for a second because she's like, I don't know.
Lord Commander, pray forgive the interruption.
House Fortance.
News from House Fulton.
An urgent message for the Warrior of Light. I was instructed to deliver it without delay.
Is it Alpino? I'm sure it is.
Master Thancred returned to the manor a short time ago, bearing an injured maiden. Master Leveilleur and Mistress Tataru are tending to her wounds, but they like not her chances. Respectfully, my lord, they have requested the Warrior of Light's immediate presence.
That's because it's Alize, and I've only spoken to her one time. I don't know if I have to complete the Bahamut quest to speak to her more in that fashion, which, well, it's not really a quest, it's just a raid. I doubt it, though.
You must go to them, my friend, and I shall go with you.
For every ending marks a new beginning.
Who's that? Not wrong.
From tragedy and sacrifice, we rise to greet a new dawn, as did she. Only to be drawn unto another battlefield, another cause, as if by fate.
Who's speaking, I wonder? That's our new narrator? Well, I was going to comment about the ending thing. Every ending has a beginning, and every beginning has an end, so it's just an endless cycle. Okay. I don't know who that was, but I'm excited to find out. What does Alize sound like, I wonder? Well, I've heard her in the trailers, but let's see how it works here. Or, oh, there she is. She needs a new outfit. She needs red.
Yes.
The Warrior of Darkness didn't even get close to her, though. How did
Is
she
that-
get hurt?
Alize, Alphino's twin sister. She ran afoul of the Warriors of Darkness. I had been tracking them since the ceremony at Falcon's Nest. Little did I know I was not the only one. Evidently, she had learned of their activities and attempted to shadow them on her own. Poorly. I rescued her in the Twelveswood, and together we fled north. But though I made every effort to cover our tracks, they caught up with us on the Ishgardian border. And in the ensuing struggle, Alize took an arrow to the shoulder. 'Twas only after we had made good our escape that I realized it was poisoned.
Oh.
Thank you for coming so quickly. And you, Sir Emmerich.
Think nothing of it. How is she?
We have done all we can for now. Although the immediate danger has passed, the poison yet lingers in her blood. We came to Eorzea together, hoping to bring salvation to the realm our grandfather gave his life to protect.
I remember that.
But when confronted with the bitter realities of its politics and its petty powermongers, she was driven to anger and to doubt.
I remember that too.
She refused to become embroiled in what she termed Eorzea's squabbles and distance herself from the Scions. Though she remained hopeful of a brighter future, she would walk her own path. Would that it had not been so perilous. For all our differences, she's as dedicated as any Scion to the salvation of Eorzea. But more than that, she is my sister. To be reunited with her, only to lose her forever. Gods, even to speak the words.
Well, she's not gone yet.
Take heart, Master Alphino. She will be attended by our most skilled chirurgeons.
Still can't ever pronounce that word. I'd have to practice like 10 times a day.
Bear Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary at once. Apprise Captain Whitecape of the situation, and inform him that she is to be treated as my personal charge.
Wait, don't go. Please, come closer. The warriors of darkness are in league with the Ascians. Slaughtering the primals is but the first step in their plan.
I mean, I knew that. The characters don't.
They make for Zelvatol to bring about Garuda's summoning and to kill her. You must stop them.
I shall inform the others at once.
Master Thancred, I would ask that you accompany Mistress Leveilleur to the infirmary. Your knowledge of her injuries may well prove useful in determining her treatment.
Of course.
He needs to shave. He looks like a rogue pirate. She'll be fine. Surely they won't let her. Yes, I know. We must trust in Captain Whitecap and his surgeons. Did they not bring Asinium back from the very brink of death? They did. I am uncomfortably reminded of how he mocked me for praying at his bedside for days on end. What say you, my friend? Shall we turn our attention to a matter whose conclusion we yet have the power to influence? Yes. We need to address that as soon as possible. Oh ho ho! We're gonna get an orchestrion roll? Shadows of the First. Alright. So the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians are conspiring to bring about Garuda's summoning, and that they might put her to the sword. Then when we first encountered them in Loth Nath, when they were confronting Ravana, gods, has this been their aim all along? What do you intend to do, Master Alpino? There is much and more I do not understand, but I know this. A primal summoning cannot be ignored. Alize risked her life to uncover this plot, and we squander her gift at our peril. Sai, will you accompany me to Zelfatol and help me stop the Ixal's ritual? Sure, I've done it before, I'll do it again. Although I don't think it's going to go like that. Given that Ishgard shares the border with the Ixal homeland, we have a vested interest in the outcome of this ritual. We have been willing to suffer the Beastmen's intrusions into Carithian lands to a point, but the summoning of a primal is an escalation we cannot abide. You shall have our fastest airship, Master Alpino. The mountains of Zentol are not easily traversed, and this endeavor demands all haste. The gesture is most appreciated, Sir Eremic, but I fear an aerial approach is destined to fail. This is their homeland, after all. Nixel that word are not to be underestimated. No experience tells me the only convincible approach is by land. I believe it'd be wiser to cross the Zelfatol by the way of Mountain Pass east of Camp Dragonhead. In that case, I shall send instructions for a contingent of the camp's knights to be placed at your disposal. They will secure your safe passage through the mountains and escort you thence to Zelfatol. Though my men are unqualified to confront a primal, they are more than capable of contending with the Ixal. We should be glad of their assistance, Lord Edmund. In the event Mistress Alize regains consciousness, we will share with you any additional information she may provide. May the Fury watch over and keep you safe. Then let us be off. We can procure any additional supplies we require in Camp Dragonhead. Sorry, yawning there. Ah! Alright. We'll just teleport there, because it saves med time. Plus, I have all the money in the world. So. Well, not all the money as well, but we'll get money from the quest. So. Butterfly wings! Display of the land. Mentor. Ow! Have you everything you require then? Excellent. The entrance to the pass is north of Nadalane and due east of Camp Dragonhead. Though it is normally guarded by a score of Ixal warriors, I have been informed that House Fortomp's knights have already dispatched them. The enemy's gates lie open. We need but walk through. It's a blizzard. Can't see out here. Mr. Kaskari and Mr. Alpino, as you can see, the gate is ours. We advise that our scouts are reporting increased activity around the first mountain. Simply put, they are up to something and don't want anyone interfering. We stand ready to escort you to Zelfotol and aid you as you see fit. The enemy will be thick on the ground upon arriving. Let us advance with care as we search for the site of summoning ritual. If the gods are good, we should only have to contend with the Ixal. But if they are not, we may be forced to do battle with the Warriors of Darkness. Duty support. Yay! Go. See you later, random warrior person. You're hoping to get people? I wouldn't count on it. I was wondering if it was going to be an insta dungeon or a trial. Thank God it's an insta dungeon. Otherwise, this stream will be very short. Oh boy. Alright. 6 objectives, sorry. That's not 5. There's a portrait! Oh! Look out! Following rocks down to the danger. Let's proceed with caution. Right. Get out there, boy! Oh, that rock's about to drop. No. These poor guys. This guy's just getting hammered with rocks. Rocks are just falling. How do the people live here? Just keep going, boys. No treasure chests yet, but I also don't know if it's just tombstones or not. Arrive at the caves. That's their It's over for Crush. Can't lower our guard even in battle. Knight almost died. What the fuck is that? Is that a balloon on his back? Yeah. Be on guard for attacks from above. He's right. There's no way you're serious, right? Where are you going? Live. Holy mackerel. Oh shit. Hi.
I have my pride. Focus. Release.
You're gonna get defeated on this one? Yep. Treasure coffer or jar. They were unique. They were Valkyrie. Arrived in Celestino. Well. Right now I'm getting into the hole.
Away with you.
Strong beak for the siege go beak. Okay, I gotta take this long ramp. Nice lifts. Why wouldn't they? Yes, open the door. Oh, I just found out there's quite some for us. Don't want to step on those. Alright. More ramp. Oh. The hell? It's a giant ass fan. I believe she does. The Knights of our camp have just the defense. I have a bad feeling about this. Oh, nice. There's spikes out there. That will kill me if I land. Away. Storm coming. Oh. Okay, so you just can't pick any of those. Okay. Get down and get down.
Release!
Right, up and down.
Away with you!
One of the Gale more in the other. Buffs casting. Eliminate impeding enemies. Okay. Oh, dogs. More wolves. Airstone. Ah, I see. Woohoo! Interesting zipline.
Away with you!
The way I gotta work that camera is nice. Well and truly in the sky now. Yeah, we are. Can't be back on solid ground soon enough. Hell, man, we're... Oh. Bruh, you don't want them to just bring your goddess back.
Release!
I think they're letting them do it. They're just gonna kill her.
Away with you!
Okay. Oh! Getting a lot of the summoning. Call it sacred all you want, man, but... Oh, shit. Whoa, what's this? Okay, we get attacked by birds. Okay.
I have my pride.
It's like purple, just stay away from people. Oh, what up?
Away with you.
Wasn't expecting that one. Go for the eyes. I don't tell the birds to do that. Birds do that in real life. Coming up and up. Intense. Get out of here, birds. No summoning. It's not allowed. It's illegal, in fact.
So they were unable to see the ritual to its completion. Then Garuda is no longer a threat, and whatever the Ascians and the Warriors of Darkness were planning has come to naught. But we should not tarry. The knights have secured our path to safety.
Well, well. What do we have here?
You'd better not have killed the primal without us.
Oh, is that your own chair? There's no way it's not. It's hiding his mark, that mask.
You!
Wait, I know you. Still walking, I see. I could have sworn my aim was true.
Just what is your game? Leading us the long way so these fools could step in and claim our prize?
No, no. Let's not make hasty accusations. By the look of things, the ritual was proceeding as planned. We arrived at the appointed hour. 'Twas they who erred.
It is hopeless. We cannot face them all.
I mean, I could, but...
Do mine ears deceive? A boy! So that's the way of it. Twins! You had me worried for a moment there. Know that I will happily make it quicker for you, if you just stand still.
Enough, Jarumul. We wouldn't want to upset the man in white with any unnecessary bloodshed now, would we? You've been awfully busy since we were kind enough to spare your lives.
Boy, you're just lucky you haven't fought me yet.
While you were idly consorting with the Asians, you mean? 7 hells! What could you possibly hope to achieve?
Should I explain it to you? Very well. Consider it a reward of sorts for beating us here. You know the tale of Hydaelyn and Zodiac, I take it? Of the Great Sundering and the reflections it created?
Across 10 and 3 they were divided. Reflections of the source, each possessed of shards of light and dark.
Just so. One of those reflections, the one nearest to the source, is our home. And we were the heroes blessed with her light. But not all worlds hold light and dark in equal measure. In ours, the power of light was greater by far. So the Asians, who once threatened our home, were no match. And they fell before us, one after another, till none were left. Victory, we thought. And then came the light. A flood of pure, blinding radiance, annihilating shadow and color and life itself. Ere long, it will consume our world, leaving naught in its wake but blank perfection.
That cannot be. Do you honestly expect us to believe such a story?
Believe what you like. But it has happened before, on a world far removed from ours. The 13th, which was swallowed by the dark and transformed into what you call the Void. Unchallenged light would condemn us to a similar fate. And so we joined hands with our former enemies, and with their aid came here, to the source. For there is but one way to restore the balance and save our home. The Ardor. Calamitous destruction with the power to break down the barriers between planes and see our worlds rejoined.
You would doom our world to save your own? What would even become of us? Of you?
Enough. I tire of talking. You know our cause. You know what is at stake. We are prepared to do whatever it takes. Are you?
If there is aught you would say, say it. Otherwise, begone. You have no friends here.
Albadon must not know it's Uranger. Well, I guess only we know. The character doesn't know either. Alize knows, surely. All things considered, we should be grateful to have survived the encounter. Do you think it'd be true? To save their world, they must bring ruin to ours? I would assume so. No, it matters not. Such wanton destruction is beyond justification. That was me. Whatever the reason, they must be stopped. The sacrifice, the loss, it ends here. Forgive me, this is neither the time nor the place for idle introspection. The knights can appraise Lord Edmund of our success, and we are the Lord Commander. More importantly, I would like to see if my sister's condition has improved. You may take a moment for yourself if you wish. I will be at the congregation. Nope, we're on our way over there. As soon as they let me go. I'll look at those later. Drink break. Delicious. I'm sorry, what are all these? I'm gonna ignore those for now. Brings me joy to see you safely return to us, Sai. What news from Zelfatal? Then we were not too late. On behalf of Ishgard, I offer you my deepest thanks. As for we who remained behind, Mistress Y'shtola has been tending to Mistress Auze in your absence, and I'm pleased to report that she has regained consciousness. I imagine you have many questions, especially given your recent encounter with the Warriors of Darkness. I know I do. Come, let me show you to her room. Do not worry, her condition is much improved. She is a resilient one, much like your brother. Alright, we're gonna see Auze. Is she now gonna be in the story?
Alize, how are you feeling?
Well enough, brother. Thanks to the kindness of our hosts. They told me you had departed for Zelfatal while I was still abed.
Yes, I called it right.
I slept much better knowing that. Thank you.
Oh, that's what fell. My the arm of my chair fell off. Well, not the whole arm, just the part of it that's disconnected. Jesus. I have fixed it. I was like, what was that thump? And then I tried to put my arm down, there's no cushion there. I'm like, what the?
I take it your mission was a success.
Yes, it was. But you should tell them what we found out. Or I will. I'll say it. I'll say it all.
As if we needed any further confirmation that they are in league with the Ascians. But to save another world? I think not.
I too thought his story fanciful at first. But it is possible there may be a kernel of truth in all of this. At the very least, none of his claims contradict the word's account.
You were following these people, Alize. Why?
During my travels, I had oft enjoyed tales of the Scions and their exploits. But after a time, I began to hear whispers of a gifted and theretofore unknown band of adventurers. Adventurers who had supposedly sworn to travel the realm slaying primals in the Scion's stead.
The Warriors of Darkness. And in the course of investigating these rumors, you stumbled upon the Ascians' involvement.
Yes, exactly.
Forgive me, but if these Warriors of Darkness mean to bring about another calamity, to what end do they hunt primals?
To prompt an escalation. To deepen the beast tribe's feelings of helplessness and despair, and thereby drive them to summon ever more powerful gods. And lest we forget, These events do not occur in isolation. With their patron deities being slain left and right, the news of man's victory over Nidhogg must surely have sown panic in the minds of the Beastmen. 'Tis no wonder they wish to defend themselves.
Power answered with greater power. Death with more death. A vicious cycle fueled by fear and hatred. I know it's like all too well.
Indeed. The Ascians sow discord and desperation, and the warriors of darkness reap the harvest. And so it continues.
Damn.
Yet that is not the extent of their ambitions. The Ascian himself observed that once the powerless realize that the old gods have failed them, they will have little recourse but to look to a new one.
We cannot let that happen.
It should come as no surprise, but Alizé and I have uncovered evidence that the Ascians have been manipulating certain parties to ensure that a constant stream of crystals flows into the hands of the beast tribes. If we sever these supply lines, we should at least be able to slow the escalation.
Agreed. Kral and I shall journey to Zelphatol and learn what we can of the Ixal's source.
Then I, for my part, pledge to lead a similar investigation into the origin of the Nath supply.
Sir Emmerich?
As a member of the Eorzean Alliance, Ishgard is honor-bound to play an active role in maintaining the security of the realm. You might also say that I have some personal motivation, given the Ascians' dealings with my father. However, I make no secret of the fact that my knowledge of primal beings is scant at best. As such, I should be most grateful if one of your order were to assist me.
Allow me, Sir Emmerich. I have dealt with the Nath before.
Let us consult with Orianja then. Given his dedication to the study of primal beings, I should be surprised if he could not tell us something of value.
Allow me to accompany you, brother. And before you think to refuse, know that I am not the girl I once was. I shall not be a burden. You have my word.
Where's her outfit?
But Alizé, you...
She's going. Her mind's made up.
You are more than welcome. After all, it was you who set us upon this path.
Wait a minute. I'm afraid I can't allow you to leave just yet. Not until you try on the new outfit I prepared for you.
Yes! Outfits! Is it red? It's crazy if it wasn't red. It's been many moons since last we worked together, though I believe the same cannot be said of the two of you. I confess, I was aware of your subterranean expedition on your search for the truth of the Calamity. Oh, he's talking about the Bahamut raid. I have not done any of it yet. I need to do it. I just haven't, you know, done it yet. I need to do it. Probably this weekend. Maybe. We'll see. I considered involving myself with their venture for a time, but as you know all too well, circumstances conspired to keep us apart. I can only assume she carried on in our absence. Well, if I remember, we went into the place, it unlocked the Bahamut stuff. Obviously, you find out Bahamut is still kind of alive. They keep it in suspension or whatever. Or its corpse or whatever. And use its power, I believe. You have to defeat it on part 5. Well, that's a long skirt. My apologies for keeping you waiting. Aw, it's not... I mean, there's still a red piece. I'll take it. Oh, there's red right there. I think she looks great. Right then, shall we be off? Tataru never ceases to impress, though for a moment I feared she might furnish you with an identical outfit. I was expecting that too. Praise the 12, she did not. Mother and father were rather too fond of making us wear matching clothes. That's true, you can only tell the difference when they were wearing the same outfit by the ribbon on their braid. Do you remember the time at the stadium when that girl of yours crept up behind me in the hall and whispered, "Oh, sister, please! She was not my... Can we not have this conversation in front of the Warrior of Light?" So be it. Another time, perhaps. I should thank you again for your assistance with my expedition, Sai. Though we left matters somewhat unfinished, I am nevertheless prepared to focus on the task at hand and aid you in the fullest extent of my abilities. As you helped me to brave the coils, so too will I help you defeat the Warriors of Darkness. I haven't done it yet, but thanks for spoiling. Not really spoiling since I have all of it. I've been meaning to ask about the carriage. Are we talking about like when we first met? Should I say that one? I'm curious. I'm curious. I want to see what happens. Oh yes, the carriage that so fortuitously arrived to spirit us away from Ul'dah after the banquet. The driver informed me that I had my sister to thank for his presence in Ul'dah. How did you know to send help? Oh yeah, that's right. I was thinking about like when we first met, like the first carriage ride. They were both on it. Oh, drunken brass blades are even less discreet than sober ones. Unfortunately, by the time I learned of the plot, I was too late to do anything more. Frankly, I'm still amazed Brimont managed to find you. New garments aside, I must say that you seem different, more resolute than when we last met. You have the look of a woman who is ready to fight for the future of Eorzea. To the extent of my abilities, perhaps, but I have no delusions of grandeur, nor will I pretend to have found myself or any such thing. I am here today because I would regret it if I weren't, that is all. Sure. Fair enough. Let us depart for the Waking Sands then, and see if Eorzea can be of assistance. Can I travel with you guys? No, I can hear the Ishgard music. Motherfuckers. Alright. Time to use them tickets. F71! I don't go to Vesper Bay often. I should. Gotta use these frickin' tickets. It's actually been a while since I've been here. Looking at item durability, we're pretty good. No need for repairs. Well, 52, yeah. Oh. I didn't even have to walk all the way in. Ranger, apologies for calling upon you unannounced. Why, Master Alpino, would that the scholar had seen fit to grant me knowledge of thy coming. What begeeth thee and thine here this day? Oh, or bringeth, damn it. The warriors of darkness have returned. Pray allow us to explain. No need for explanations. I too have heard tales in recent days of primal beings rising up only to be cast down by forces unknown. Alas, as thou didst observe, this severeth but to spur the beast tries to pursue their goals with redoubled fervor. Second. There we go. We have two objectives at this time. To identify and remove the source of the Beast Tribe's crystals, and to take direct action to prevent any further summoning rituals from reaching completion. The second is easier said than done, of course. While we were fortunate enough to learn of the Ixal's plans before they came to fruition, I should be surprised if the Warriors of Darkness and the Ascians did not have similar designs elsewhere, of which we have no knowledge. Thou wert wise to come hither, for this very day did I receive tidings most troubling from across the strait of Murlthor? O Guanmur o Sereth, and there are whispers that the Lord of Crags neareth his return. Mere rumors, mark thou, But in light of thine own discoveries, thou canst ill afford to turn a deaf ear to their claims. Oh, we're going to limits and limits anyway. Aye, we must ascertain the truth of the matter for ourselves. Let us consult with the Maelstrom forces stationed at Camp Overlookside. Okay. Thank you for your counsel, Uranger. Pray inform us should you learn aught else. I shall. If I may, Brother Uranger, is there anything else you would like to say? I was waiting for her to say something. She knows he was there. Alize? If not, then never mind. I only ask because you are normally rather more verbose. Nothing to add? Very well. Ere we depart, I wish to make a request. The Warriors of Darkness spoke of how the Arbor had the power to break down the barriers between planes, that our worlds might be rejoined. I would ask that you research this for us. Being nowhere near as well read as you, I am sure I wouldn't know where to begin. That said, I have heard tell of a promising tome. The Garoon Oracles. Mayhap you could start there. Garoon, maybe? Garoon? By thy leave. Or be thy leave. I don't know how I read that. Camp Overlook, was it? Very well. Weird interaction. Ow. You motherfuckers. Awaken Sons. Alright, we're gonna do the Merwa and Lamitsu. Holy shit. There's always so many people here. I'll be honest, I don't know what they do with their time. Just stand there, I guess. Look pretty. No, I just want to go down memory lane. Journey of Remembrance, you say? Well, far be it from me to deny you. Unannounced or not, I expect the animal will be most displeased if she heard I turned you away. Bet your ass. Thank the navigator. I had resigned myself to another day spent listening to my advisors prattle on about the Beastman's latest movements. Come, Sai, tell me of your adventures. Sure. The Ishgardians sail in uncharted waters, though I hope these new reforms of theirs meet with no resistance. It would not be the first grand voyage to run afoul of reefs ere it properly began. But with Sir Eremic at the helm, they may yet chart a course for generations to follow. Which is not to say our own doesn't need correcting. The Alliance has grown complacent. The bloody nose you gave us at the melee showed me that. Nor have I forgotten the lessons of the banquet. Rest assured, we will root out any further turncoats before the dagger is at our back. You have my word on that, and Lady Ugari's besides. I haven't seen her in a while. She had never been one to retreat, much less in the face of transparent theatrics. But this had been no ordinary battlefield. Its rules of engagement anything but clear. So she would watch, and she would learn. And in time, she would act. Visit Hikari's reference total. Okay, we can do that real quick. The stairs. Mr. Sai, is aught amiss? I am both flattered and surprised you should remember my small role in this tale, given the grandeur of our subsequent endeavors. Though I must confess to having derived some selfish pleasure from donning the garments of the shinobi once more. I am honored to have been able to assist in freeing General Raban from his captivity. And I believe I speak for all my countrymen when I say that we are most grateful to have been granted the opportunity to contribute to the restoration of the Scions. Much has changed, it is true, and much may never be as it once was. But in the watching you and yours rise from the ashes and rebuild, I am reminded that we must never give in to despair, for there is always something which may yet be saved. That's nice. Out of curiosity. The paths we walk. Forever treads. No. Not the return spell. Can't remember. Drink! Woo! Alright. What's up, you two? 7 hells. At this rate, I'll have to appeal to Maelstrom Command for reinforcements. Whatever it is, we don't want any. Oh, fancy that? Just when my COVID problems look like it's coming to a head, the Scions of the Seventh Dawn turn out, itching to pitch in. Bloody brilliant timing it is what it is. Right then, let's get to it. I like how I did that Insta Dungeon that last one, and look how much XP we only got. Like, barely any. Oh, it's gonna be a long climb to 80. Unlikely allies. So our friendly neighbors in Gahamaro have gotten much more aggressive of late, just as you said. Matter of fact, our scouts spotted one sniffing about the stores just now, likely looking to make off with an armful of crystals. Ugh. I'll be damned if I'm about to let that happen. Lend a hand and help us search the camp for the little bugger, would you? I don't know where he's at. Our Maelstrom friends seem notably more agitated than when we first arrived. Do you happen to know why they might be? I do. They're looking for a little rat. A kobold in the camp, you say? That would appear to be to corroborate Jerry's information, yes? But to be so reckless as to infiltrate a Maelstrom camp and draw attention to their efforts is passing strange. Well, there will be a time to think on this later. For the present, we must do everything in our power to prevent Titan summoning, and that means finding and questioning this kobold. Looks like we're splitting up. I gotta find him. I don't know why it's Mission Impossible, but it is. I mean, I could do Black Panther or Pink Panther instead. Boom. Da-dum. 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 I was just thinking that, Alize. Where's this little thing? We'll say, the circle is way bigger than I thought it would be. Oh, it goes way out here. Oh. Whoa! Where are you going? You can't get away from me, little thing. Okay, maybe you can. Where'd he go? Aha! You there! Stay back! Away! Far back! I'm not a... God, it's no use. Pointless, hopeless, no use. Where are you going? hell did it run to? Mana cutter! Airborne mode! Why it sounds like SpongeBob episode? You tell me. Aha! Where are you going? Please don't hurt me. I only wish to talk. Yes, yes, just talk. Gah! Why are you running then? I haven't pulled out my weapon, have I? Bro, you can't get away from me. I'm just gonna follow your ass. This was a stupid plan. Stupid, stupid, stupid. But if I tell no one, then everyone will. You gonna tell me now? Gosh, you found me again! What to do, what to do, what to do? I come in peace, only to talk, speak, say, talk! So please, please do not hurt me! So this is our wily kobold infiltrator, is it? No wonder the soldiers were on edge. He could very well give one a bruised knee. Huzzah! We've got him! Fine work, Scions! So, little one, thought you could sneak into my camp, did you? Planned to steal my crystals, were you? No, no, no! I came to talk, to ask for help! But when your soldiers saw me, they drew their weapons and shouted, and I... Now, let us all take a deep breath and discuss this like civilized individuals. What is your name, child? I am not doing a child voice, that's why I haven't done one. Pickman Gaboo, of the 620th Order? At least I will be a Pickman one day. Well met, Gaboo. I am Alpino, and this is my sister Alize. Sai, the woman who found you, is our friend, and now that you know our names, we can be friends too. Now, Commander Bulletin here thinks you wanted to take his crystals, Gaboo, but you said you came to ask for help. Why to us, and not to your own people? What happened, Gaboo? Can you tell us? He's trying his best. No one is going to hurt you, alright? Now while we're here, not while we're here, I promise. Okay. I'm getting there. It's getting late. The Patriarch, the Patriarch is going to summon the Great Father again, and you have to stop him! Beat him! Fight him! Stop him! Gaboo's parents said they didn't want it, along with many others, but the Patriarch wouldn't listen. He was so angry, raging, fuming, and angry. He said that if they didn't have iron in their hearts, I would serve as coke for the furnace. And then the guards took my parents and the others away. I haven't seen any of them since. Coke for the furnace? I do not want to believe it, but I have heard tales of foci fashioned from the bones of beastmen, which worshippers use in their rituals, hoping to summon more powerful incarnations of their gods. By the 12, that is sickening. No one listens to Gaboo, no matter how much he cries, pleads, begs, cries. They do not listen, only talk about punishing the overdwellers and praising the Great Father. Gaboo loves the Great Father, but he loves his parents too, so please, help Gaboo stop the Patriarch and save his parents. Sure. Commander, advise Maelstrom Command that Titan summoning is imminent. Should the worst come to worst, we will require the support. Time being of the essence, we three will attempt to infiltrate the Kobold stronghold, secure their crystals, and free the prisoners. Well, if you're sure, you'll forgive me if I don't seem optimistic. We'll make ready, just in case. Is it just a bunch of insta dungeons to do these? I'm assuming. I have faith that we may yet stop the ritual. We would surely have detected the associated etheric disturbance had Titan manifested already. But I cannot speak for the prisoners. 12 men have mercy. That they would even contemplate sacrificing their own flesh and blood. brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers. Time is of the essence. We must see what else Gabu knows and formulate a plan without further delay. The beast that mourned at the heart of the mountain. I heard Great Father Titan loves crystals, cherishes, covets, loves them, and if we gather enough, he will return. That's why the Patriarch told everyone to go forth and gather them. So I was thinking, if we take all the crystals away, maybe the Great Father won't come? Very good, Gabu. I was just thinking the same thing. Do you know where these crystals are stored? I know. Oh, several spots, each defended by different order. Gabu wanted to steal them, but he was too afraid to go alone. Yes, too afraid to go alone. But together we can take them away and hide them. Come. Gabu will lead you to the first cache. There it goes. I can't say. Why does that have a thingy on it? I'm curious. Oh, twin adder order hunting. I see. Okay. I was like, why does it have a dart thing or a bullseye on it? Because the Reaper doesn't have a hunting log. Quickly. Don't worry, dude. If they come for us, I'll fight them off. Do you have them all? Good. Lead on, Gabu. This way. This poor kid. What, children? I actually don't know how old albino and owls they are. I think I meant to look it up, but I forgot. I guess while I'm here... Literally a Reaper in true fashion there. Jeez. I mean, I'll take the tickets. This cash is now mine. Time is short. If you have the crystals, we should move on to the next cache. Did you hear me, brother? Brother? Aye, it's just that... I'm quite certain that crate once bore Ishgardian seals. Someone took great pains to remove all traces, but enough remains to make up the pattern. See for yourself. I struggle to imagine kobolds traveling to Corinthus to obtain crystals, much less bothering to conceal their origins. I suspect these crystals were smuggled into Volvaran by another party, most likely a pawn of the Ascians, as Thancred speculated. I don't understand. Who are the Ascians? Do they worship Great Father Titan too? They, do not, actually. Never you mind about that. As Alliday said, we do not have a lot of time. Can you lead us to the next cache, Gabu? Yes, of course. Gabu knows the way. The next one is the last, and very large, very big, very huge, very large. It's a lot of very large and huge and bigs. Why aren't I going with it? Why am I always the behind? Oh, it's in a bait, of course it is. This to get it out of here. definitely heal first. Though you cast about for a time, you see no sign of the crystals. They must have taken them already. So, that's a little exaggerated. Confound it. What about you, Sai? Any luck? Nothing, nothing, nothing. This cannot be. Gabu saw them. Spotted them. Or saw. Think, brother, think. They must have moved them, yes? Question is where to and why. Within Okumoro, where they summoned Titan once before, and mean to do so again, is the only explanation. What about Mother and Father and the others? We have to help them! I will, little child. And we will, Gabu. We will. Stay calm. We still have time. They have yet to call for the remaining crates, yes? If they had, then they would have found the other caches empty and sounded the alarm. Alarum. They spell alarm differently. Nevertheless, I believe the time for stealth has passed. We must breach the navel and seize the remaining crystals. There is no other way to prevent Titan summoning. But first, give me your crystals, that I might deliver them into Commander Blodin's custody, who dare not take them into the bowels of the mountain. Your crystal, Sai, if you'd be so kind. There you go. Thank you. I should deliver them to Camp Overlook for safekeeping and brief Commander Blodin on the situation. Pray go on ahead. As I recall, there's an etherite within the Yugoromoro mines that should deliver you to the navel. Gabu doubtless knows the way. Wait for me there. I shall rejoin you anon. Strange. I would have thought you eager to remain in the thick of the action, but if this is what you prefer, then Godspeed, brother. Telling me. This way. This way. I've actually been inside before. Excuse me, Black Mage. Enjoy your fight. They're not winning, but they're trying their best. Assuming for the fanatic, that'd be correct. Oh, that's right. I have to go all the way around just to get there. Ugh. I'll just run there in case I see another one. Speaking of, that's what they call it. Drive by slash. Shing. I think I'm going the right way. I made it. I take it this is the theorite we seek, right then? Or right then. As soon as Alpino arrives, we go. I trust you're feeling suitably heroic, Sai. There's no telling what sort of resistance we'll face in there. Oh, this is just the Patreon guy? Oh, it's that guy. Quickly, you clods! Briskly, swiftly, quickly! I will not suffer any further delays! Lay down your arms and surrender. We have your crystals. There will be no summoning this day. Overdwellers? Here? But how did you... Where are my parents, Patriarch? Where are they? Is it too late? Mother? Father? Cook for the furnace. You monster! How could you? We are but servants of the Lord of Craigs. We are his, that he may drink of our blood and partake of our flesh. That he might draw upon the strength of his children and defend them from the tyranny of the Overdwellers. No, Alisaie, not yet. I understand, Patriarch. I do. Your fear, your anger, your hate. You would do anything to protect your people, anything to deliver them from despair, whatever it takes to ensure that those who threaten you can never do so again. But in your single-minded pursuit of this objective, you have brought suffering on your own kith and kin. You have sacrificed the lives of the very people you sought to protect. But it need not be this way, Patriarch. Renounce this bloody course. Cease your attempts to summon your god, and work with us together to build a lasting peace. Another peace to be abandoned at the Overdwellers' convenience? Oath-breakers, all of you! Liars, betrayers, oath-breakers! You take and you take and you take, and when you have had your fill, you sue for peace. You promise that this time is the last, until you grow hungry again. And when we dare to defend ourselves, you declare that this beast tribe cannot be suffered to live, that our god drains the land of ether and brings naught but suffering, death, destruction, suffering upon us all. I will hear no more lies from you and yours, Overdweller. You've ruined your own lands. You'll not ruin ours. I said I'd come for you, and I did. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Say something, please. Please. Please! I can't yell. It's late at night. No, 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 what is he doing? What are the crystals gonna do? Did he summon the Lord of Craigs? Wake up! 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 I don't think it's a good thing. Seven hells! I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. Uh-oh. Alphino! Leave him to me. We must away. Well, he can't be that powerful if Carbuncle's just holding him down. By the 12, how could I be so foolish? I should have known better than to let Gabu accompany us, given what we were likely to find. His anguish and despair have served to birth a primal, just as surely as would the speculations of the faithful. Worse, being born of such tumultuous emotions. Oh, that word fucks with my brain for some reason. This incarnation of Titan seems incapable of not but violence. If we have one cause for optimism, it is that, well, while many crystals were present, they represented but a fraction of the quantity intended for the summoning ritual, meaning that Titan must be far weaker than planned. Be that as it may, he is yet a primal. The longer we leave him to bleed the land of ether, the stronger he will grow. Should Titan get permitted to leave Ogomoro, more lives will be lost. The Maelstrom will rally their troops and the cycle will continue. Sighing, you know what must be done. Will you face the Lord of Crags once more? Yes. Thank you, my friend. Alize and I will tend to Gabu while you have finished with the primer. Look for us in Camp Overlook. We'll be expecting you. Okay. Oh, am I supposed to just go in? No. Oh, yeah, no, it's... Okay, well, that's not happening, I don't think. Hard? Really? I'm curious, what's the time on that? Less than 5 minutes, my ass. We'll see about that. Confront Titan in the naval hard. Interesting. I'd hate to go do something else, because if I get dragged from a cutscene again, I'm not going to be happy about it. Less than 5 minutes, really? There wasn't even that many people looking in duty fights. Well, again, that's parties, though. I don't know. There are a lot of people on. See how the party finder's doing. Yeah, just regular stuff. That's interesting that you have to do Titan's naval hard again, just to... Well, I found 2 tanks, so it must be possible then, for some weird reason. Confront Titan in the naval hard. That's interesting that that's the quest for that. When I fought him on normal difficulty with 4 characters with duty support, I mean, that was he at his weakest? He wasn't even powerful when I fought him? What does that make me? I fought the hard one though, because I had to for the for main scenario and the Crystal Tower quest. Another DPS. 2 healers and 2 more DPS. Man, you really have to play like late at night or late into the night. No, we're just chillaxing, waiting. I mean, if he's weak, then only a group of 4 should go. I don't know why a group of 8 is needed for this one. Oh, man. I was kind of expecting that for Gabu's parents. It does suck, though. I wasn't expecting him to make a primal, though. Jesus. Just waiting on the time. Just relaxing for now. Beautiful weather we're having, even though it's nighttime. We're all in real life. In game, it's a sunny day. And it's only 10:50 a.m. in Eorzea time. While it's 1:31 a.m. in real time. Probably stop at 2. I don't want to stay up too late. I'm reaching my limit as it is. I'm yawning. Getting tired. These late night streams don't have to be too long, but we're just waiting to see if we get anybody for this naval thing. I caught quite a few people already. There's 4 of us here. We just need 4 more. I need 2 healers and 2 DPS. Less than 5 minutes more. Oh boy. As long as these 3 are in here, I will wait. It's only fair. Hope people are having a wonderful night or day, depending on where you are. Wait time 7 minutes. Average wait time, yeah, it's past 7 minutes now. Well, not yet, but it's about to be. Eight minutes. There are so many people online. Come on, people, you got this. I know there's a lot of them in Lumensa right now. I wonder how long these 3 guys have been waiting. Time is but an illusion, they say. should I do tomorrow? Try to sleep in? I agree. I don't know why. I've been waking up in the morning like 7, 8 o'clock. It's kind of annoying, to be honest. Oop, one of the tanks left. That's not a surprise. I have to try during the day. Well, afternoon. I'll give it 15? 15 minutes? Does that sound reasonable? Or if another person drops. I know some people do roulettes only, so surely it'd roll around here. Yikes. Yikes. Not talking too much. I don't really have much pulse on my brain's running on fumes. Oh man. Oh, the humanity. Ho, 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 ho. Well, I will say, hopefully everybody's looking forward to, well, I say everybody, whoever watches the VOD or is, you know, ever here. Hope everybody's looking forward to, Star Wars, Zero Squad? The XCOM style Star Wars coming out on August 27th. I will be playing that. Can't wait. I'm actually looking forward to it. We'll be having my good buddy Shark co-piloting. So we'll be working together. Giving some input, deciding things, watching some cool-ass Star Wars. So people will hopefully look forward to that. Oh, we got the tank back. He's probably like, I guess I'll come back in. Unless it's a different tank. I have no idea. Oh, man. Just currently waiting. I wish the wait time was more accurate. It's because when we started this, it said less than 5 minutes. Well, that was a lie. Because our time lapse is about to be 15 minutes. I really need to get a second monitor. That'd be cool sitting here, but... Okay. I don't think it's happening. I'm really wrong. I don't think it's happening tonight. That's okay. Go back to your bathroom. There's people on, they just, I don't know what they're doing. Oh, look at that. There's one in Duty Finder waiting right now. For which one, I don't know. Well, calling it here today, folks. If you like what you saw, enjoyed what you were watching, consider subscribing. It lets you get the bell icon to always, you know, get notification when I'm on, or if I post anything. Liking the video lets me know I'm doing a pretty decent job, doing okay. And then commenting is always appreciated. Whether critiques, tips, whatever. You know, as long as it's nice. Don't want mean things, but I know, the internet is a thing, so. But, well, I believe next time, hopefully, I'm gonna do it, I'll probably do it when I'm looking for that Titan Naval Hard dungeon. Gotta do that trial. I'll probably be streaming that next. Because, probably in the evening. Most likely. But, until next time, I'll see y'all later. Goodbye.